Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my travel hacks for weight loss. So I know travel can be a huge thing that sets people back on their weight loss journey. It was hard for me as well until I figured out how to manage it. We travel probably like once a month or every other month, so we do travel a lot, and I used these hacks when I was on my weight loss journey, but I still use them now. I do also like to go to like vegan restaurants wherever I am traveling because I like to try new places and obviously support them. But I find like if I eat out a lot or if I don't prepare myself and in this manner, I usually just end up eating like a lot of junk food, and then my vacation kind of sucks because I don't feel good and I'm bloated and all that kind of stuff. This isn't going to be a really complicated video. It's actually pretty simple what I do, but I think a lot of people just don't really know how to ask for certain things when they're traveling, what options they have when they're like in an airport, or just how to pack in a simple way that can make it a lot easier to eat healthy when you're on the go. So basically every time that I travel, I have my backpack, which is right there, which usually has just like my clothes, toiletries, my computer, all that kind of stuff in it. And then all I bring with me along with that is this Trader Joe's bag, and this has all of my travel food stuff in it. So every time that I travel, I bring 2 appliances with me. I bring this little collapsible hot water kettle, and I'll put the link to all this stuff below, but it basically just like pops out like that. And I use this for oats, I use it for soups, I use it to heat up like leftover rice, I use it for tea, I use it for a lot of stuff. So this comes in really handy for me, especially like if I'm in a hotel, which I think this video is geared more towards people who are staying in hotels, because when I travel and I stay in an Airbnb, I have everything within access to me to eat exactly like how I would eat at home. I have a fridge, I have a stove, I have pots and pans, I have everything I need, and I don't really have any excuses to like eat junk food or eat out for every single meal. So this video is geared more towards staying in a hotel. The other appliance that I travel with is my Mi Aroma rice cooker, and this thing has been a total lifesaver when you are staying in a hotel. You really don't have access to any cooking appliances, and if you're like Derek and I and you eat rice on a daily basis, it can get pretty expensive, like getting it from restaurants, or even like the instant rice that you get at the store and you like put in a microwave. So we always travel with this, and these easily fit in my little Trader Joe's bag with the other things that I bring with me. So I'll just quickly go through like everything I bring with me and then how I use it. The other thing that I always bring with me is oats. I don't actually bring like this thing with me. I usually bring the packets. I get the Mcdougall, I think it's the flax and maple oats, and I bring those with me. But the reason that I always travel with oats is because our airport is a small airport. We don't have direct flights basically to anywhere. So whenever I go anywhere, I always have to get a connecting flight, and I'm usually in airports a lot. So I'll be traveling for like 8 or 9 hours. Oats are a total lifesaver for me, especially in the airport. Airport food can be really expensive. There are lots of great options in an airport, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But one of my favorite things to do is just bring oats with me. I go to Starbucks, I ask them for a cup of hot water, 1 extra cup. I grab one of the spoons from the little thing that they have with all the sugar, pour my oats in, pour my hot water in. Sometimes I even buy fruit and I'll just like pour the fruit cup in there. But at Starbucks, water is free, and they also have like the sugar packets there. They have like cinnamon, they have cocoa powder, they have all that kind of stuff. So you can make some bomb oats in the airport for basically like free. So I always travel with oats. And then for other snacks on the plane, or if I'm like traveling, I bring a bag of dried fruit, and usually I bring like mixed fruit. So this one is a mixed fruit one that has just like plums, figs, apricots, apples, all that kind of stuff. And then I always bring a few of these Dr. Mcdougall's soups. My favorite one is actually the French onion or spring onion one. It's amazing. I love it so much. I usually don't bring this one with me because this one is only 100 calories, whereas most of the other ones are like 200, 300 or more. So I always bring a couple different packets of these, and then again I can just go to Starbucks or ask them for hot water. Or even like, I have even filled this thing up in an airport and just like plugged it in, and people thought I was nuts. But yeah, I can make soup, I can make oatmeal, I have fruit, I have all that kind of stuff for me in an airport. So speaking of being in airports, there are a lot of other great options that you can get in airports. You want to either look for a Wendy's, a Subway, a Chipotle, a Asian food place like a sushi place or something like that, or Starbucks. Like I said, Starbucks also has oatmeal that you can get, and they have fruit, and they usually have like granola bars and stuff. But I get pretty like creative when I'm in the airport sometimes, and maybe in the future when I'm traveling and it's not so like hectic, I'll do like a traveling video of like what I eat in an airport. But if your airport has a Wendy's, the Wendy's baked potatoes are literally the best baked potatoes on the planet. You just have to ask for them without any sour cream or butter or anything, and you can get them plain. But I don't know how they cook the baked potatoes at Wendy's, but they're so creamy and delicious. I have never been able to duplicate it. I don't know how they do it, but usually I'll just get like 2 baked potatoes for a meal, and sometimes I'll put ketchup on them, sometimes I'll put salt on them, but they're amazing just on their own. So when I'm on the go and there's a Wendy's, I usually stop there just because it's an excuse to get baked potatoes, the best baked potatoes in the world. But if the airport you are in has a Subway, you can get a sub with like all the veggies, sweet onion teriyaki, and I think the only other one that's actually vegan is mustard. Or the other one that's only oil-free is mustard. So I usually, when I go there, because I don't really like their subs, because every time that I get one, it just becomes really, really soggy. So I always get a big salad, and I get all the veggies I want in it. I get sweet onion teriyaki sauce, and then I'll get mustard in it. But then I will like go to a sushi place or an Asian place and get a side of steamed rice and put it in the salad. And that's a meal that I also really like. And I get quite often because I never go to Subway at home. And I would like never go to Subway and then go to an Asian place and get steamed rice. But if your airport also has a Chipotle, Chipotle is a great option. You can get a burrito bowl. That is another great option. So when I'm traveling and I'm staying in a hotel, I basically use this puppy all the time. And then I'll use this in the morning for like oats and stuff. But a lot of people actually don't know that if you go to a hotel and you just call the front desk and you ask for a microwave and a refrigerator, even if you have a basic room that doesn't have them, they will, most of the time, I've never had someone not give me a microwave and a fridge, because they always have them like in the maintenance department for women who are breastfeeding or women who have babies that have formula that they need to heat up or keep refrigerated. So they always have refrigerators available, and if you ask for one, I've never actually been charged for one either, but they might charge you for it, but it would be worth it to me. But they'll bring you a refrigerator and a microwave. So what I do when I get to my hotel after I unpack is I just go to the grocery store, I'll buy rice, I get beans, I get the canned corn. I also always get the tops that have like the pull tab so that I don't have to travel with a can opener. I don't even know if you could bring a can opener through security. But I always just get the ones with the pull tab, or else a lot of times you can find beans in a bag, or the like freeze-dried corn or freeze-dried vegetables. So I'll just go there and I'll get whatever I need. If I don't have a refrigerator and I just don't bother asking for one, like I could totally manage without it with just rice, beans, corn, salsa, but it's more fun to just get like all the stuff that you want. So usually I will get stuff for my oats, so I'll get like fruit that I can put in my oats in the morning, and then I'll just get other things that I can mix in with my rice, so like frozen vegetables or fresh vegetables. Usually I buy them chopped up because I don't travel with a knife either. But if you also call the front desk at your hotel and you ask for a fork, a spoon, a bowl, sometimes they'll give you a knife, but even if they do give you a knife, usually you don't have a thing to cut it on. So that's what I do. Basically, I keep it really simple when I travel, especially if I'm just going to like a conference or something and I'm staying in a hotel and I don't really have any place around me to like get healthy food. I'll just eat really simple. So I'll have oats with fruit in the morning, and then I'll have fruit as snacks, or I'll have some of like these as snacks, or even like Lara bars I travel with. And then for my lunch and dinner, I'll have some type of a rice meal, usually rice and beans or rice and vegetables. And yeah, I just keep it really simple, and I try not to get like stressed out about it. I eat like the same thing every day at home anyways, so it's not a big deal for me when I travel. Obviously, if I'm staying in an Airbnb or I'm staying with a friend or in like a place that has an actual kitchen, I don't have to really worry about any of this stuff. So this trip, I'm not really bringing anything with me because I'm going to be at my parents' house, and then I'm going to be at a cottage in Canada that both places I'll have a kitchen. But those are my tips and tricks for traveling. It doesn't have to be like a deal breaker for your weight loss journey. You don't have to use it as an excuse. Like, obviously it's great to travel and to try new vegan restaurants, and you don't have to be super strict about it either, because a lot of times when people are traveling, they are getting more exercise than they usually are, and they're just walking around a lot. And if you're eating healthy most of the time and you feel good, that's the most important thing. Definitely remember to enjoy yourself when you're traveling, and don't be so strict on yourself. But I know there are a lot of people that are subscribed to me who have a job, like say a sales job or something, where they're traveling a lot, where they're staying in a hotel a lot, and they just don't really have resources, or they don't know how to pack to stay healthy while they're on their little business trips. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Like I said, I'll put the links to things below, and then I will see you guys when I get back. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon.